Did you know that a lot of autism-related genes are ancient? And I mean really, really ancient. My name is Dr. Emily Casanova, and I'm a scientist who studies autism. I'm also on the spectrum myself. Now, last year I published a paper in the journal Autism Research exploring the deep evolutionary roots of autism susceptibility genes. Now, you may be wondering what I mean by ancient. While most of the genes in our ancestral genome are pretty old, a whopping 94% of autism genes are more than 400 million years old, and they evolved no later than when early jawed fish were swimming around the ancient oceans. Now, jawed fish are named because they have a bottom jaw, known as a mandible, which helps to support things like predation, but the earliest fishes actually lacked a bottom jaw. There's still a few modern jawless fish hanging around today, like this lamprey with his massive rows of pointy teeth. Anyways, even more fascinating than that, about a third of autism genes radiated or came into being when our vertebrate lineage first evolved around the time of the Great Cambrian Explosion. You may have heard the term Cambrian Explosion. That was a time more than 500 million years ago when a huge variety of weird and wacky creatures popped into existence. Now, of course, this doesn't mean that animals didn't exist before then, but suddenly many animals during that time were evolving into strange forms and toting hard parts like the chitinous exoskeleton you see in modern-day lobsters. So animals with hard parts tend to fossilize more easily, so the fossil record during this time was suddenly booming. While we may think about crazy-looking Cambrian creatures like Anomalocaris or Opabinia, the earliest fishes, aka vertebrates, evolved and were swimming around at this time too. Now, about 1/3 of autism genes evolved in these very early fishes. Okay, so you might be thinking, fish, who cares? Breaded and with some tartar sauce and chips on the side, they're awesome, but why should I actually care about fish evolution? So I'll let you in on a little secret. Fish were the first and only animals on Earth to evolve a true brain. Like I teach my students in my brain evolution class, a true brain by definition includes a forebrain, a midbrain, and a hindbrain. The fact that you can watch this video and hopefully like, subscribe, and share is all thanks to your fish-based brain. If you look at the central nervous system of a cockroach, true, they have a centralized nervous system that runs along the midline of their body, and they have a collection of neurons in the head region called ganglia, but they don't have a true three-part brain. That's something that's unique to vertebrates, to us. And presumably, the earliest phases of brain evolution share a fundamental connection with autism somehow, probably through the expansion of different types of neurons and regions of the brain that our ancestors have continued to build on over the last 500 million years. Anyways, I plan on exploring this ancient Cambrian explosion of autism genes in another video, getting into the nitty-gritty of how that happened genetically. So please stay tuned for more videos on autism-related science, and thank you, and ciao.